Okay, now let's talk about the comedy of South Sudan. It's not selling in East Africa.
Yeah.
I was having a chat with my friend. He told me the simple reason is because the the comedians, the South Sudanese comedians
Mm.
are like their performance are always in Arabic. That is the reason why their comedy is not selling to East Africa, maybe
Mm.
other countries around the world, or maybe Africa, because they usually performed in Arabic.
Yeah, I can concur with that. Yeah, is the person who said it is right,
Yeah.
but I can also say is wrong because just recently, Wakil was in Uganda,
Uh,
which is Arua,
uh,
and Wakil performed there. Like this is not the first time Wakil used to go there. Maybe I can say that person is right, whereby the Kilana we do is for Arabic, and everyone comes here. We know those Arabic speakers, and they got used to us, and we got used to them. And then when Kilana put it in the media, that's when other countries will not understand what these people are saying. But then I can see like maybe we don't have that idea of there are guys watching us outside, so at least we need to change. And then not everybody is born with English, and not everybody is a school going. When you look at the comedians that we're having,
yeah.
some of them maybe will be good in English, some of them will be not good in English, and then it will give them difficulties whereby we will not give them chance for the people who are speaking English. Maybe they will get chance in the areas and all that stuff, but then it doesn't look good. But anyway, it's also good for us to work on our English because English being as international language, and me, performing in English, me I mix up. Whenever I'm performing, I don't go purely Arabic. I mix up, but mostly I go in Arabic. English, English sometimes, there is this verb and all that stuff, and I left it since in primary, secondary, so I don't want to go back to those stuffs. Like you have to be grammatically mentioning what you were saying. But then I don't want to be
So according to you, that is the reason why maybe
sometimes
most of the South Sudanese
doesn't work in
comedians
jokes.
performed
Yeah,
in Arabic.
it doesn't work in joke. Like you have a joke,
Yeah.
but the punchline you have it in Arabic perfectly.
Yeah.
But when it comes to English, it's hard.
So the reason behind it is because you want your jokes to be perfect.
Yeah, at least because I know I'm doing it for my country. But then it's also an idea of doing it in English so that I can also face those who say we don't perform in English. Because I don't want to die here only. I don't want to remain only here in South Sudan. At least I have to cross border. And then me crossing border, unless if they hear me talking in English or maybe performing in English, you need this guy.
And when I was talking to my friend, he mentioned something like, because he's someone from outside, he also knows Arabic. So he talks. He tells me about the copyright that South Sudanese comedians are actually doing.
Actually, copyright in general is not here.
Uh,
Being it music, being it comedy, it's not here. And when it comes to copy, I see a lot of comedians copying international comedian.
Maybe copying
And I
the
feel
same
biased.
jokes.
I feel biased.
Uh,
There is two different things here. There is copying, there is buying idea. Talking about copying, like let me say for example, comedian Okelo from Uganda.
uh,
He performed about a place burning, and then they brought the teacher of chemistry. We brought there is oxygen, there is a carbon dioxide. So which one is which to do this? Then the teacher was like, this time we have not yet reached this
the topic.
So let it wait until that time, and then we see how we can do. But it's a luminate flame. You see, it's a nice job. But you want to buy an idea, you can put it in this way, but not copying. Copying is the way how I just said it right now. And when I said it to people now they have gone into media so much, and whenever I just start, they know. And even you will feel embarrassed on the stage, like if everyone is just busy on their phone and you're there talking. Who are you talking to? You have to cook your mind. Then me talking about buying idea, like he talked about fire. You can buy that idea of fire.
Mm.
You see in Juba, the house is burning. You call you know our firefighters.
The
You call
firefighters.
them, they come and say, let us first go to river and bring water. And they are coming. There is a Zama, there is
And
Jam,
they
and
will
there is
tell you,
Zama.
let's first go and get statement from the police why your house is burning.
You see, the two jokes
Uh-huh.
are similar, but ideas are different.
Different meanings. Yeah.
You buy idea, you put your creativity,
Mm-hmm.
you'll make it happen. Because everyone is copying. Why am I saying everyone is copying? When you listen to music those days, people who sang about girlfriend, queen, what, but still today, people still sing about those words, right? But then the idea becomes different.
You know, you actually reminds me about those days back in 2010. I was actually I wanted to become like an artist.
Mm.
So my uncle, very stubborn uncle, told me like my he just called me, said, "Hey, you said you want to become an artist. What are you going to sing? Because all the songs were sung. Because all those people have sung all the songs. So what are you going to sing? You know." It's just kind of you know, being a comedian is just maybe like coming up with an idea, something of that kind, and you have
And
to
you know
be
the
also
young
brand
has killed
new.
your career. I know, bro. We'll be cheering up. Is that uncle is still there?
But I was scared. Yeah,
We have to look
he's
for
still there. I was scared
This thing
because
has
he told
been.
me all the songs were sung, so I don't have something to sing.
I remember when I was used to be in holidays,
Yeah.
I could listen to music, Uganda music, because being in Uganda,
Mm.
when there is a word say when you're in Israel,
Mm.
behave like Israelis.
Mm.
So me in Uganda, I became Uganda in person, but inside I was South Sudanese. So I could listen to music of Uganda every time I'm home. One of my cousins was like, one day you'll be a musician. Today, a surprise, I became a comedian. I told them, I cannot be.
Now to other people, they take comedy with music together. So
I tried. I tried once.
uh,
I wasn't putting it as a career, but as a comedian,
mm.
you have to be multi-purpose.
Mm-hmm.
At least because it's entertaining.
Mm.
You have to find yourself where it's possible.
Okay, being a comedian, is it safe in this country? Because sometimes you might come up with a joke. Maybe you're talking about the police, talking about a minister, talking about someone in a joking way, in a comedy, when cracking joke. Is it safe for you?
Uh, Not only police,
Yeah.
but it's really not safe. And I cannot advise any comedian to be inside somebody's personal life.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch. There is
Maybe
this
just
award.
mentioning someone's name.
There is this award of whereby this guy Smith,
Will Smith.
slapped. There is this comedian, famous comedians. He does MCs. By then he was an MC for Oscar Award.
Uh-huh.
The guy cracked about the wife of Will Smith, and the wife of Will Smith is suffering. The hair were not all there.
Yeah, he was suffering
She's
from sickness.
and they were there for that award. And the guy went beyond jokes.
Mhm.
He entered into the life of that woman, and the guy just stood up and gave a slap. Everybody was thinking the guy was going to hug. The same scenario happened to me, and I gave up on talking about something unless if I know you.
Mm.
It happens. There is a comedian was brought in from Kenya, and believe me, since that day, I wasn't happy that I've eaten that money, but I did not perform.
Mm.
We were booked in Freedom Hall. There is a comedian called MC Trigger.
Mm.
So he came and we were performing. So after my time for performance, I went with a song called Gebileta Junubi, Navi Boy.
Mm.
Because me, I love South Sudan music and I respect the hard work they're doing.
Mhm.
I went on the stage, the music is playing, stand-up comedy, you go, music is playing, and then you start collecting things until when you stop
You
the
start
DJ.
crying,
When
yeah.
I stopped the DJ, then I was like, if you feel like you're Junubi, put sign of peace. There are two ladies in VIP, bro. There is Jameson, there is Jack Daniel.
Oh.
They were really high, but not to that highness.
Mm.
And it looks like these ladies, they know me, but I don't know them. I've never met them, and I don't know why she was so mad at me. So he said something. She said like, for me, I'm not Junubi. I looked at her, and she was bleeding. I was like, okay, yeah, you're not Junubi because your color we can buy it from the market, and our color is very hard to buy. The whole crowd, whoa. Somebody started abusing Kusuma, Dina. Instead of the security coming to rescue me, take that woman out, Instead, they took me out from the stage. I was pissed.
When was that? And where?
That was 20, I think 2023 before Pyramid. 2022.
Uh-huh.
It was in Freedom Hall.
Mm.
And the security came, bouncer, took from me the mic and told me to stand down from the stage. And there were
So
foreigners,
disrespectful.
they are Kenyans, because that guy was from Kenya. They are Kenyans, Ugandans.
Mm.
I went on a side, I sat down, and then there was a Kenyan woman came, started like motivating me, you know, you're a star, you did good and all that stuff. Then everybody is having that sympathy upon me. They are now leaving the show and now they're focusing on me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I became so emotional. Becoming emotional is that I have not done anything. And at the end of the day, I'm going to be paid. And what's wrong with this woman? Who is she in the first place? And I don't know her. I never met her. I never. So I just looked at the situation. I went out. Even when they are giving me money, I was like, why should I take this money? But everyone is money.
You refused the money or you took
No,
it?
I was having that heart of refusing.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you're broke.
Okay.
Take it. 2022, you know, by then we are paid. I don't know how much, but it was good money.
Okay.
Things happen.
All right. Now, to your viewers, to all the viewers of Energy, maybe your fans, what do you have to them?
I would like to say energy. Really, I never had that idea that the name is energy, but the energy that I came with, I really came for this interview. You know, it's my first time having such amazing interview whereby I express about myself and I talk about who I am. I talk about what I do. I talk about this and that. Because most of the interviews, I don't want to mention it, but it wasn't to that best. But today, energy really showed me that energy, and I was dreaming about this day that I'm gonna do it. And I would like to say, keep following energy, and keep being online always, because energy always brings for you energy. And there is variety of comedians. Not only me, there is a lot coming, and there is artists. You know, whoever that is outside, just know that South Sudan is now trying to stand up from crawling. You know, a baby when it comes to entertainment, we are still crawling. But now I have hope that South Sudan industry in general is now standing up from crawling and trying to, you know, have a step moving and this that and everything this time. Our industry needs a lot of time and also need a lot of prayers. We are all humans. Me especially, I need a lot of prayers because I always wanted to do the best. And without God, I will not do the best. So keep watching and remember, I'm comedian Sultan Kimo. You can get me on my page. That's comedian Sultan Kimo. Also, my Facebook account. That please, ladies, don't send me a friend request. So, I believe I'm the most handsome comedian in South Sudan. Nobody wanted to approve. Are you approving?
I will see about that.
I'm very handsome and
10K
very black.
followers. If we get 10K followers,
They will be there.
I will do that.
I'm very black, you know, choke like girl, them sugar boy. Like I love girls because I need to have girls. So please don't send me friend request. My account name is Rohan Hakim James. Don't get confused with that Indian name. I was given in Khartoum, but I was born there.
Yeah.
And that's all about me. And TikTok, that's comedian Sultan Kimo. But please, as I said it earlier, I'm not that person on media, but anyway, we'll interact. I'm so happy to be here. I'm happy to be in energy, and always let's keep it energy. And energy brings for you energy.
Thank you so very much for being at Energy, and I love the spirit. I love you, but I'm not a gay.
I like you.
Thank you.
All right, man.